Well, what a wonderful start. I've been speaking there for the last 5 minutes and of course suddenly decided to look down and discovered that the microphone had not been switched on. I'm going to quickly glance over to my left where the big monitor is just to make sure that I've actually tripped the video capture here. So excuse me just for 2 minutes. Yep, that's it, we're actually recording. Anyway, lots of people have said to me on lots and lots of occasions, who's your favourite jazz musician, or your favourite jazz band, or your favourite jazz group, or favourite jazz singer? And this is the most difficult question to ask or to answer. It's very much like saying, who do you love the best, your son or your daughter? Or if you're a wine drinker, what's your preference? Who do you like the best of all? Do you prefer Bordeaux or Beaujolais? Impossible really to make that distinction and make that decision. But what I can say is that I've been extremely fortunate in as much that I've seen so many wonderful musicians and so many wonderful bands. And of course, really high on the list is the two great bands of Duke Ellington and Count Basie. Stan Kenton, another one. And in terms of individual musicians, people like Bill Evans, Freddie Hubbard, Sarah Vaughan, you name it, the list goes on and on and on. I think the first time I saw the Ellington band, he had Paul Gonsalves in there, Harry Carney, oh gosh, incredible. Katz Anderson, he was in the band, and of course little Johnny Hodges, one of the greats in terms of saxophone playing. And then switching over to the Basie band, little Freddie Green, who used to sit there, thump, 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 thump. Quite incredible. Actually, I have heard a recording of Freddie play the guitar in terms of a melodic type tune, and this was quite incredible because everybody was so used to watching Freddie or seeing Freddie just thumping out the rhythm. Now that's an unfortunate term of phrase, thumping out, because he was one of the most integral parts of the Basie band. Oh gosh, how many names can we think? But the sheer excitement and joy of seeing bands of that calibre is unbelievable. And in many respects, I feel quite sorry for the youngsters of today, because there is just nothing that excites, certainly me, more than sitting down and listening and watching to a big band. It's an incredible feeling of strength and power, and it's great. I think the first time I saw Sarah Vaughan was at the Hammersmith Odeon, which is a very large cinema in London. And what actually happened was the lights were dimmed, and then the introduction of Sarah Vaughan, everybody clapped. The lights came up, and there was Sarah lying back in a chaise lounge in a beautiful pink dress. This was in her slim days. Of course, what we didn't know prior to that was that Sarah Vaughan had actually broken her leg, and she was covered in plaster from ankle to hip, and she did her complete performance on this chaise lounge. And of course, you can imagine the reception that Sarah got for that. Quite incredible. The range of her voice was unbelievable. Perhaps Ernestine Anderson is one of the few singers who could match her in terms of range, but I don't really think that Ernestine had the range. The great Ella certainly didn't have the range that Sarah Vaughan had. Perhaps Clea Lane. would have the range, and certainly did have the range, but there was nothing to compare with the Divine One. An absolutely amazing performer. So to all you youngsters who perhaps may be watching this, my advice to all of you is whenever you see a big band being advertised in your newspaper or your local newspaper, go there and sit back and enjoy something which your mums and dads, your parents, your grandparents have no doubt done in the past and have had tremendous enjoyment. You'll be surprised how good it is. Don't ring me, I'll ring you. Bye for now.